Looking at the Wii, the system, and what the players love about the system are the free range of motion, the the immersiveness that players can get from playing in the Wii using the Wiimote and the nunchuck. They really get their body into it. And what better way to encapsulate that than in a wrestling title? Picking your opponents up and really slamming them out to the mat. Players are really going to be able to get more involved in that action than ever before. So not only is it a good workout, but it just it really puts you in the ring. You are in the shoes of those wrestlers. We are definitely doing a thorough job of balancing the actual controls and the sensitivity of them and the controls of them to match it so that the action on screen is fully captured by the players' own personal actions with their Wiimote and nunchuck. One of the most basic moves in all of wrestling is a suplex. Once you get from the suplex position, players will be able to move the Wiimote up, and they'll automatically see their superstar, lift their opponent up above their head. And from that position, they can move around, they can taunt their opponent, and when they're ready, not when the game tells them to, when they're ready, they can swing the remote forward to pitch them forward, back to drop them backwards. So we're just giving them freedom, and like I said, making the motions of the player correspond directly with that of the superstars on screen. At this point in time, we're not talking too much about the single-player experience and that sort of thing. Suffice to say, though, that we will have a fully robust single-player gaming experience, which will be completely different from the other SKUs, the 360, PS3, and PS2. The Wii game is its own complete game. If you have a version of SmackDown, versus Raw 2008 on the 360, for example, and you have a Wii, completely different game. Shout out to Ukes. They're the best development team that I've ever worked with. We talk to them every day. It's simpatico. We see eye to eye on everything. We come to them with problems, and 9 times out of 10, they're feeling the same way about those problems. So we're always there, and we addressing things, and we don't let anything slip by. I play the game probably more than the guys testing the game, so it'll be a very sound product.